So, Kindle or iPad for reading books? This question comes up again and again, and honestly, most people ask it because they feel something is off with the way they read right now. They have an iPad, or they are planning to buy one, and they wonder if a Kindle is even necessary anymore. The truth is, Kindle and iPad are not competitors. They solve very different problems. Let us start with the Kindle. A Kindle is built for one thing only: reading. When you read on a Kindle, it does not feel like a screen. It feels closer to paper. There is no harsh light shining into your eyes, no glare, no constant brightness fighting your vision. That is why people who read regularly say something interesting. They say reading on a Kindle feels calmer, slower, more focused. You can read for long sessions without feeling tired. Morning sunlight, late night reading, even outdoors, it just works. Another big thing is distractions, or rather, the lack of them. There are no notifications, no social media, no random alerts pulling you out of the story. You pick up the Kindle and your brain knows one thing: it is time to read. Even the battery reflects this mindset. You charge it once and then forget about it for weeks, sometimes even longer. If you read novels, nonfiction, self-help, biographies, or any text-heavy books, Kindle feels like a companion rather than a gadget. But let us be honest, Kindle is not perfect. If you read a lot of PDFs, textbooks, research papers, or anything with diagrams and complex layouts, Kindle can feel frustrating. Zooming is slow. Navigation feels limited. Large PDFs are simply not its strength. Now, let us talk about the iPad. The iPad is powerful, fast, versatile. The screen is beautiful. Reading on an iPad feels smooth. PDFs work well. Textbooks look sharp. Comics, magazines, and illustrated books look amazing. You can highlight, annotate, split screens, and switch between apps instantly. If your reading is connected to work or studies, the iPad makes life easier. But here is the part most people do not think about enough. The iPad is always on. It is always bright, always connected, always ready to distract you. Even if you start reading with good intentions, your brain is fighting against notifications, messages, and the habit of scrolling. A message pops up. One swipe turns into YouTube. Another swipe and you are on social media. Most people do not stop reading on an iPad because the book is boring. They stop because their attention gets hijacked. There is also eye fatigue. Long reading sessions on a backlit screen do strain your eyes over time, even with dark mode or night filters. That is the core difference between these two devices. Kindle removes friction and distractions. iPad adds possibilities and temptations. When you look at what real users say online, a clear pattern appears. People who genuinely enjoy reading, who read daily or for long sessions, almost always prefer Kindle. People who read mostly study material, work documents, PDFs, or visual content usually stick with the iPad. And here is the honest truth that rarely gets said. If you already own an iPad, you do not need a Kindle. But if reading becomes important in your life, if you want to read more, stay focused longer, and feel less tired, sooner or later, you will want one. So what should you choose? If your goal is to build a reading habit, improve focus, and enjoy books deeply, choose Kindle. If your goal is versatility, productivity, and handling many types of content in one device, choose iPad. Different tools, different intentions. Choose based on how you actually read, not on what looks cooler.